Hello and welcome to the channel. Commercial banks across Nigeria have started carrying out their own directives as they shun those made by the Apex Bank body, the Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN). Contrary to claims by CBN that it did not instruct banks to continue to collect the old 500 naira and 1000 naira notes, some banks in Nigeria opened their banking hall yesterday to do just that, collect the old notes. After all, it is their branches that have been burnt all over the country. They are the ones suffering the brunt of the CBN policy the most, as Nigerians continue to unleash their anger and frustration on them by tormenting staffs, destroying their properties, and outrightly burning their buildings. So, why should they continue to listen to directives that are endangering them? Some of the banks who were opened for business yesterday were Zenith Bank, Guarantee Trust Bank (GTB), and Access Bank. Subscribe, like, share, and comment. Thank you. Naira crisis. Banks shun CBN directive. Collect hold 1000 naira, 500 naira. Some deposit money banks on Saturday opened their branches to customers for the purpose of collecting hold 500 naira and 1000 naira notes for deposit into their accounts. This was contrary to the claim by the Central Bank of Nigeria that it did not instruct the banks to continue to collect the old notes from depositors. On Friday, the Punch reported that the CBN had ordered banks to start collecting the old 500 naira and 1000 naira notes from members of the public and pegged the maximum amount they could collect from individuals at 500,000 naira. The CBN swiftly issued a counter statement signed by the Director, Corporate Communications, Osita Nwanisobi, saying it did not give such a directive. The banking regulator stated, "The attention of the Central Bank of Nigeria has been drawn to some fake and unauthorized messages quoting the CBN as having authorized the deposit money banks to collect the old 500 naira and 1000 naira banknotes. For the avoidance of doubt, and in line with Mr. President's broadcast of February 16, 2023, the CBN has been directed to only reissue and recirculate the old 200 naira banknotes, and this is expected to circulate as legal tender for 60 days up to April 10, 2023. When one of our correspondents visited Access Bank in Oregun, Lagos, the branch was attending to customers who had succeeded in filling the required form from the CBN portal and collecting the old 500 naira and 1000 naira from them. The CBN opened the portal on its website and mandated all those willing to return their old notes to fill a form and generate a reference code. An official at the Access Bank branch explained to Sunday Punch, "We are only collecting deposits of the old notes from those who have filled the form and generated a code. If you don't have a code, you cannot enter because you will not be attended to. We have been open since 10 a.m. and will close by 2 p.m. When asked how many times a customer could come and deposit, he said, "You are required to bring all the deposits at once, and it must not be more than 500,000 naira. If it is more than 500,000 naira, you have to take it to the CBN, and we can collect it only once from you because the deposit will be linked to your BVN." At Zenith Bank on Isaac John Street, Ikeja, GRA, customers also came to deposit their old 500 naira and 1000 naira notes before the bank closed by 2 p.m. A security guard said, "If you don't have a reference code, you cannot enter." He explained how to generate the reference code, saying, "You have to go to the CBN website to register on the portal. Some people don't know how to do it, but they have been going to cyber cafes to generate the code. That is when you can deposit, and it must not be more than 500,000 naira." The GT Bank at Olowoira in the Ojodu area of the state was also attending to depositors when one of our correspondents visited on Saturday. A security guard who refused to disclose his identity because he was not authorized to speak on the matter said, "We have closed already, but some people are still inside the banking hall. We closed at 1 p.m. and only those that had the code we allowed in. Some people came, but because they did not have the code, we did not allow them in because it is mandatory. Those who had the code before 1 p.m. we allowed in, and some of them are still inside now, but we have closed for today to those that are just coming. Some depositors seen outside, however, expressed disappointment over the confusing information by the CBN over the collection of the higher denominations. A man told Sunday Punch, I have 480,000 naira that I want to deposit, but I heard yesterday, Friday, that the CBN said it did not direct the banks to collect the notes, so I stayed at home. Later, when someone called me that he was able to deposit the old notes, I rushed to the bank, but was told that they had closed for the day. This is unfair because the information did not circulate. People were just saying all sorts of things. It is not fair coming here, and I cannot even enter the bank. Subscribe, like, share, comment, and please turn the notification bell on. Thank you. Another woman standing outside the bank, Florence Ogundeji, said, I thought it was not true until I got to the bank. It was then that I had to go and look for how to generate the code, and when I came back, they did not allow me in. I have been standing outside. At the Polaris Bank branch at Olowoyira, the security guard said the collection of the whole notes was fake news and the bank did not open to the public. However, a young man who was standing in front of the bank and spoke with our correspondent on condition of anonymity said, I heard that we can deposit our 500 naira and 1,000 naira notes, and that is why I am here. I have 170,000 naira with me. I have 170,000 naira with me, but they are telling me that they are not collecting it. When Sunday Punch visited the UBA at Ojodu, an official of the bank said, people have been coming to deposit their whole notes, but we could not attend to them today because even if they have their code, our bank does not have the PIN to verify the code. It is true that they can deposit the old 500 naira and 1,000 naira notes. Maybe if our bank is able to get the PIN by Monday, we will begin to collect the notes. Meanwhile, 10 states have asked the Supreme Court to declare the directive of the President, Major General Muhammadu Buhari retired, reintroducing the whole 200 naira notes as unconstitutional. The suit marked SC CV 1622023 was filed on Friday by their counsel AJ Owonikoko San. This is after the Apex Court did not vacate the order that the old 200 naira, 500 naira and 1,000 naira notes were still legal tender. That's the news, guys. Thanks for listening. Until next time, bye.